Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Now, this car is only available for purchase at the legendary dealer on Gran Turismo 7, and it currently costs 510,000 credits to purchase. So if you aren't familiar with the legendary dealer on Gran Turismo 7, it rotates cars in and out of the dealership every day. So this car may or may not be available for you to purchase at the time that you watch this video, but it will eventually rotate back into being available for purchase again in the near future. So be sure to check back often for its availability. Now I'll click on this car and we'll get started by going over some of its specs. First, this car comes stock with 456.18 performance points. It has an FR drivetrain, meaning that the engine is situated at the front of the vehicle and the rear wheels drive the car. The maximum stock power is 425 horsepower at 5,000 RPM. The weight is 3,869 pounds, and the engine is naturally aspirated. Now I'll click on Learn More, and we'll see what McKeel has to say about this car. If you call yourself a racing fan, then you're no doubt familiar with NASCAR. Its race machines are loosely based on production cars, and the series is extremely popular in the United States. Established in 1948, NASCAR is a motorsports series with a lot of history behind it. Among the more legendary race cars in the history of NASCAR is the Plymouth Superbird. Towards the end of the 1960s, NASCAR race cars were starting to regularly exceed speeds of more than 186.4 miles per hour. The Superbird was based on the Plymouth Roadrunner. Its long nose and large rear wing helped increase stability at high speeds. These aerodynamic advantages translated to incredibly fast lap times that left the competition in the dust. The brass at NASCAR weren't thrilled in seeing the lopsided results of the races, nor did they want to see race car production costs skyrocket, making it inaccessible to the masses. As a result, the Superbird was discontinued after 2 years. Regardless, it's remembered as a legendary muscle car. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car from the legendary dealer. Now we're going to back out to the main menu and go to the garage where I'll get into this car and we'll learn some more about it. So here at the garage, I'll click on Change Car. We're going to scroll down to P for Plymouth. And from here, we'll go to the Superbird. I'll click on this car, we'll listen to the startup sound, and then we'll learn some more about it. Alright, we're going to click on Car Collection, go to this vehicle, and we'll learn some more by reading this short description about it. This stock car for the street had a wedge-shaped front end and one of the tallest rear wings ever to grace a production car. From the middle of the 1969 season, the Charger 500 Daytona made its appearance in stock car racing. It took full advantage of its aerodynamics and was performing very well. This, in turn, raised demand from teams racing Plymouth race cars, which are in the same Chrysler group, for a model that has the same aerodynamics as the Daytona. The answer to those demands was the Superbird. Because Plymouth did not produce a vehicle that could be considered the sibling of the Charger, the Roadrunner, with the same intermediate class chassis, was selected to be its base. Because of the familiar extended nose and rear wing, it looks very similar to the Daytona, but there are slight differences to details such as the shape of the roof. Because the number of cars required for homologation was doubled in 1970 from 500 cars to 1,000, and with the Daytonas performing so well on the circuit, many Superbirds made it to the streets, not just the circuit. The base engine for the Superbird was the 369.8 horsepower 440 Super Commando, with a 426 Hemi producing over 419.1 horsepower and 384.6 horsepower 446 barrel as options. This was more in line with the GTX, which was ranked above the Roadrunner. The Superbird was produced, like the Daytona, during the homologation certification period of only 1 year. Alright, that's everything we can learn from the garage. Lots of great information about this car from Gran Turismo's description about it. Now we're going to back out to the main menu and go next door to the cafe, where we'll see if anybody's here to talk to us about this car. And unfortunately, there's no one here to talk to about this particular vehicle. If they were here, they'd be next to this trophies icon. But not to worry, we're going to make one final stop down at the tuning shop, where I'll show you everything that can be done to improve this vehicle's performance and power. So here at the tuning shop, under the sports category, everything on this page is available for purchase. Under Club Sports, you cannot add the high compression pistons, but everything else on this page is available for purchase and can be added to this car. Under Semi-Racing, you cannot add any of the turbochargers or a sports intercooler, but everything else on this page is fair game and can be added to the Superbird. And lastly, under the Racing category, you cannot add the anti-lag system, the torque vectoring center differential, the fourth stage of weight reduction, or the active LSD controller, but everything else on this page is available for purchase and can be added to the Plymouth Superbird. So there's lots that you can do to this vehicle to get it ready for the track and get the already impressive performance points and horsepower up. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this legendary vehicle from Gran Turismo 7. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you to determine whether or not you'd like to add this car to your collection. Stay tuned for more videos highlighting all of the cars of Gran Turismo 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.